What's up, guys? I'm going to be walking you through Google Analytics, and here's before you click off why you need it. Don't you want to know what's going on behind the scenes? If you're going to spend a lot of money on marketing, figure out what's actually working, and better yet, figure out what's not. I'll show you exactly how to set it up and how to look at the data in a very, very basic form to know what's working and what isn't. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? This is Logan with Contractor Growth Network, and today is all about Google Analytics. Specifically, 1, how to set it up, 2, how to look at the data, and 3, how to then make judgment calls based on said data. All right, and before we freak out and go, nah, this is too nerdy for me, I'm out, trust me, there's so much to it, and I'm only gonna show you the top 2 things that you really need to be looking at, and that's it. So a little backstory on Google Analytics and why you need it is and here's how I really use it is I will, with clients, we have analytics set up on all their websites. I will go through and look at what pages do people actually care about. All right, and by doing that, I can look at the pages that people care about, meaning their prospects are going on certain pages, and from there, make actual decisions for marketing efforts moving forward. Because if what we're doing is geared all towards, for example, bathroom remodeling leads, right? Our goal is with one client is to generate a ton of bathroom remodeling leads, but then when I look at the analytics and I see that everybody's actually going to the kitchen page, then maybe there's way more interest for kitchen remodeling than there is for bathrooms, and we should shift our focus. So the numbers can tell you a lot, and the best part about this is you can then take that information and turn it into whatever you want. All right, so let me walk you through first off how to set it up. The first thing that you're going to do is actually just type in Google Analytics. All right, what this is going to do is you're going to click on this first link. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to come on over to here, and I want to actually set up a new one. So on your end of things, what you're going to actually see is a blank page that will say start here, what's the name of the business, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and actually set this up for myself, because I actually have to create a new one for our course. So I'm gonna go ahead and go and create account. What's the name of the account? I'm gonna name it, it's Contractor Growth Network. All right, so I've got it set up there. I leave everything else straight up as it is. What do I wanna measure? Web, apps, or apps and web. I'm just doing websites, so I'm good with that. Hit next. Property setup, so the website name is gonna be Contractor Growth Network. All right, URL, just gonna type in the website, contractorgrowthnetwork.com. All right, what's the industry? This doesn't really matter that much. I'm just gonna put an internet because I'm an internet company. Move on over to that and hit create. Accept that, accept that, accept that. And now we're good to go. We gotta hit create. And that's pretty much all set up from there. Now what Google does is Google gives you this piece of information right here that says, hey, this is now what you gotta do is you gotta take this and put it on the back end of your website. Now I'm not gonna show you how to necessarily do that because every website's a little bit different, but you either have the options of 1, doing this yourself, and if you set up your own website, you should be able to do this yourself. And 2, if you don't know how to do it and you have a web guy, just send it out to your web guy. All right, and that's really it. So this is how you set it up. You're just gonna go to googleanalytics.com, you're gonna walk through the prompts, and then fill out your information, and you are done. Now, let me walk you through how to analyze the data. So this is a brand new one, and until this actual tracking code is set up on the back end of the website, nothing gets tracked, right? Because this code actually takes the information of how many people are coming to the website, where are they coming from, and pulling it in to analytics to show you what's going on behind the scenes. So let me just pull up, I'll just show you Premier Ponds just because it has a lot of data on it, super easy to see everything. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here and we're gonna actually get to see what the back end of analytics looks like. So when you first come in, this is the exact view that you're gonna see. It's just a basic overview. Now there's only 2 big things that I really want you guys to focus on. And the first one is going to be the which pages are people going on. The way that you're going to do that is you've got four different real things. Don't worry about real time, but on the left side of the screen, we're gonna see audience, acquisition, behavior, and conversions. Audience is who is coming to your website, meaning how old are they, what's their demographic, where are they located, what kind of phone are they on. We want to know who is there. Acquisition is how did they get there, how did we acquire them, where are they coming from. The next one is going to be behavior, meaning once they're on the site, what are they doing? And last but not least is conversions. This is a little bit more technical, but pretty much it's saying, are they doing what we want them to do? So again, audience is who, acquisition is where, audience or behavior is what are they doing, and conversion is, are they doing what we want them to do? So the first one we're going to do is we're going to skip over audience. You can mess with that later. Let's just check out acquisition because I want to know where are they coming from. And here's the benefit of this is when we look at where they're coming from on the website, we can see, okay, so this is in the past week, we've had 491 people come organically, meaning we've had 491 people come from Google or Bing or things like that. Down here at page search, we've had 98 people. Direct, don't worry about that. Then we got social, we got other things, but this will show you where people are coming from. So the way to use this information is you can look and see and go, okay, well, I'm paying Google Ads a bunch of money. Is Google Ads bringing a lot of people in? And if they are, you can set up conversions to make it show, are people actually taking the action, which in our case is a lead? Are people actually taking the action that we want them to take, yes or no? So that's the benefit of this is you can see where are they coming from, and then are they actually doing what you want them to do? So the very first thing, and I hear this a lot is, well, you know, I'm really high up in SEO. My SEO company says I'm number one for all these different keywords. But then when I go into the back end of the website in the analytics, I see, well, you're number one, but you're only getting 3 or 4 people every single week from Google, which means maybe you're number one in something that nobody searches for. So how much does it really matter that you're number one? So that's one of the benefits of this is to see where are people coming from and what is actually working as far as marketing goes. That's the big first one. Time out real fast. Do me a favor if you haven't done it already. Please, please, please hit that like button. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm, and it would really mean a lot to me to know that, you know, even this boring topic, some people are still watching it. Thank you. That's your acquisition, which is your audience overview of where they're coming from. Behavior is the other big one, and what I want to do is see what pages are they going to. So if I come on into behavior, meaning what are they doing when they're on the site, I want to look at site content and then all pages. So behavior, site content, all pages, and this is going to show me what are the most popular pages that we've got. Now, there's a couple really ugly ones, and that's just because we're running ads to these, and it puts its own version on it, its own like URL. But what we really have here is we're going to have, it shows you what are the most popular pages. So from here, this is just the home page. If ever it just has a slash and nothing else, it's the home page. Now the next one down is Soon Put Fish in Pond, which is a blog. I know because we wrote this. It's a blog that we wrote that's all about how soon can you put fish in your pond. Okay. Now the next one down is it's a ad. The next one down is an ad. The next one down is, you know, what are the components of a pond? The next one down below that is what's the average pond size? And what we do sometimes is we'll see, like I think the last time we looked at this back in the spring, the top 3 or 4 pages were all blogs, all about koi fish. So that tells us, hey, most of the people that are on your website are on the pages that reference koi fish. So that means that we have to take all of our marketing efforts and put that stuff out there of koi fish. So if you want to, let's say, run ads, you know, like on Google or Facebook in the spring and say, hey, do you have a pond with koi fish? You want some help? Give us a call. Because we know that everybody's looking at koi fish at that time of the year. So what we can do is we can see what are the most popular pages. And this also shows us, you know, if we have a lot of things on koi fish and a lot of people are going to pages on koi fish, maybe we should even add more pages about that because clearly it's a very popular topic. Let's just continue to build on it more and more and more. So those are the 2 big things that I want you to look at. Is one is going to be the all pages, meaning what pages are people coming on your site to, and number 2, not audience, is going to be acquisition overview of how are they getting there. okay? So those are the big two. Get them on your site, and then once you see those two, now you can make those decisions. Now you can really see what people want. Instead of you putting out there, I think this is what people want, you can also see on the back end, are people actually looking at my blogs? Are they actually coming to my website, yes or no? Candidly, this is on the higher end of traffic. So don't look at this site and go, well, in the past week, they got 739 people there. We've been working on this site for a long time. So don't worry about it. It's all set up strategically. So we get a lot of people to the site, and we've been working on this for a couple years. So if I show you, if I just go back, let's say 16, like the past 3 years, hopefully it shows the data, maybe on like a trend. Yeah, you can kind of see how it cycles with, let me just show it really quick, just to show you the overview. It's gonna look kind of wonky, months. But you can see how a few months ago we were at, 818 for the entire month. Actually, we're at, so it's slowly crept up. So it's gone from 2,400 in November up to 3,160 in July of 17. And then we did a big revamp last year. At the beginning of last year in January, it was still kind of hovering around there, and then it shot up between February all the way up to the June mark, where we had to 5,700 people that month. Went back down because in December, not too many people are looking on these sites, and then went back up even higher this year, actually in April and May, to almost 6,000 people in the month of May. So that's kind of the benefit of this, is you can also see trends, and now that it's October, there's not as many people, so it cycles year in and year out, because December, nobody's buying, July, a lot of people buying. So it shows you kind of the trends of how popular your services are over the course of time as well. So I hope that helps. Set it up. In the acquisition, do overview. In the behavior, go to site content, and then go to all pages. And then from there, take that information and do with it what you will. Thanks.